going to be Jeanne Seaver. Jeanne lives in, I think, Savannah. Yeah, and she's running for Lieutenant Governor. We need a woman in the state capitol. That's my opinion.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Jeanne Seaver, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor in the great state of Georgia. And I want to take your voice and your issues to the state capitol. A lot of people ask why I'm running, so I will tell you right up. A lot of people in this state do not feel represented. Back when I was hired by Donald J. Trump in 2015, when it wasn't cool, as his grassroots coordinator, I traveled around the state and I know what the issues are. I've heard your voices. We are sick and tired of elected officials showing up, asking money out of our pockets, time away from our families to go out and work hard, and then we never hear from them again. I promise I have worked since I was 11 years old. I work for a private equity company where we buy and sell companies in aviation. I've been there for 22 years. I've also worked in the legal field for 25 years. I've also been an child advocate. And I've been working to get elected officials elected, conservatives, for 22 years. I'm a mother of 3 beautiful children, all married, all grown up. I have a grandson, and I'm expecting my first granddaughter in about 2 weeks, so I'm really excited about that. So first of all, how many people know what the Lieutenant Governor's duties are? Would you like to hear what the duties are so you understand? First and foremost, God forbid anything happens to the governor, I would be the next governor of Georgia if something happened to the governor in the 4-year term. Also, the lieutenant governor presides over the Senate. They decide what legislation comes to the floor. And I am your freedom candidate. Any legislation that infringes on our freedoms will not be allowed on the Senate floor. I promise you that. The other things is they appoint committees on who's going to run the committees of transportation or whatever, so they have a big influence on who those leaders are. The one and most important thing also that people don't understand is the lieutenant governor is there to serve. Constituent services, that's what they are there to do. And I want to take the time, because I'm going to share with you one of the things that I'm promising you right now. Can we please have all of our veterans or any troops that are continuing to serve, please stand up so we can honor you. We have 731,000 veterans, and thank you all. You deserve to be served. There's a Georgia Department of Veteran Services in Georgia. There's a book this thick that you're entitled to for benefits. And I promise you, as your next lieutenant governor, I will hire one person in my administration that will be there to do nothing but to serve our veterans. You have served us, we will serve you. I'm not going to go on and on, but I'm saying I'm pro-life, pro-Second Amendment, pro-paper ballots. I'm anti-CRT. These local administrations got to start listening to the parents that pay their bills. Take the shot, don't take the shot. The mandates are totally unacceptable. I could go on. One of the other things that I think is really important that you hear from other candidates, they talk about they're going to eliminate the state income tax. How many of y'all, but they don't give you a solution, how many are familiar with the fair tax? How about eliminating the state income tax with the Georgia Fair Tax Act? They started legislation 4 years ago. I just want you to know that my father had me working since I was 11 years old. He told me then that nobody owes you nothing. If you want something, you have to go out and get it for yourself. And being a child advocate, I'm all about a hand up, but I am not about a hand out. I'll tell you about one other issue, education. Education is a passion. If our legislators aren't successful in eliminating CRT, I will bring it to the Senate floor and make it illegal, and anyone that is caught will be fined $30,000 each incident. How about that? So, I don't believe that a 4-year degree is a one-size-fits-all. We're the #1 state to do business in. What is the #1 complaint that the small business owners complain about? Workforce. They don't have anybody to work. Well, like I said, I don't believe a 4-year degree is a one-size-fits-all. We have some of the greatest technical colleges in this state. There is nothing wrong with being a plumber, nothing wrong with being a welder. There are plenty of opportunities. And I think I will be a strong advocate to travel around this state and make sure our young generation are aware. I raise my children to love what they do, the job that they pick in the future. I think it's really important. You gotta find your niche and you gotta go for it. My name is Jeanne Seaver. I would be honored to have your vote as the next Lieutenant Governor in the great state of Georgia. Thank you.